Hello everybody, Meta here, with another Gen 2 hack review. Except this time, it's only a demo, so this review will be a bit shorter than the rest of them. However, despite being a demo, there's a lot here to show off and talk about it. So without further ado, let's talk about Pokemon Coral by Coral Dev. The current available demo for Pokemon Coral was released back in 2022, and allows the player to experience up to the 4th gym, with a little bit extras. However, despite sounding like a fairly short adventure, there's plenty to experience and see within this demo. I do also want to mention that intro is really awesome. I just thought I had to say it because the sprite work on it is just amazing. Anyways, let's go into the actual contents of the hack itself. Pokemon Coral takes place in a completely new and original region called Onwa, that is split into 2 sections, North and South. The current demo takes place within the north side of Onwa and stops the player before they can reach the southern portion of the region. North Onwa itself features plenty of towns to visit and dungeons to explore on your adventure, each complete with their own theme, making them feel more memorable and unique. The sprite works for all these environments are also gorgeous, assisting in making every area feel vibrant and colorful. My favorite part would have to be the view on the cliffside, where you get to see one of the towns you've already been to. I also like that the caves and forests within the hack also have a special look to them, making each dungeon feel lively and unique rather than just having the simple cave and forest design. It's kinda like how Pokemon Crystal gave Ice Path a whole new coat of paint, so it stood out and felt different from the other caves in the game, rather than just keeping the basic look. The routes within the region have also been decorated themselves as well. While some of them still retain the basic plains look, others sport a different look to match a set environment, not only giving a new look to the scenery around you, but also adding visual storytelling to the area you're in. And by the way, this is only half of the region so far. We won't know what we get until later on when the game fully comes out. As for the wildlife in Onwa, several Pokemon from different generations make an appearance here. I can only imagine more will possibly come in the future of this hack, so I can't make any assumptions on what generations are represented here. But as of now, I've seen up to Legends Arceus Pokemon that make an appearance. The sprites of each of these new Pokemon all look amazing, and fit the Gold, Silver, and Crystal art style well, blending in with the other sprites perfectly. They also all have the little encounter animation that Crystal added to the original games, giving every Pokemon more personality and life. I'm really a big fan of this edition because all these little animations are adorable and fit the Pokemon perfectly well. They didn't really have to add this, but it's always really cool that they do because most hacks just kinda keep them as a still sprite. So it's a great and welcome addition. The hack also gives all the Pokemon custom sprites for the party menu, like some of the other hacks that I've reviewed. I'm always a big fan of this because it's a neat touch and it makes the Pokemon feel more personalized instead of sharing the same sprites as half the others. The story of Coral, of course, isn't fully complete here, considering that it's just a demo. You have your traditional badge collection and the professor's quest to fill out the Pokédex, but there's also the antagonistic team in the region called Team Snare, and you'll run into them occasionally. So far, they seem like your typical evildoers, except with a more malicious side to them, but they also feature some comedic relief to them, and that's always fun to have. As for the battle system, Pokemon Coral does its best to modernize the experience to match what we have today in Pokemon. First off, the physical special split has now been added to the game, making Pokemon that suffered before its existence now very viable. And as much as my nostalgia enjoys playing the pre-split era of games, it's really nice to have it implemented in these older games since some of my favorites become a lot better with it. Also, to take advantage of this implementation is the addition of future moves as well as the fairy type to the hack, making the game match the current type lineup and giving a bigger variety of moves to choose from. Pokemon abilities have also been implemented in the hack as well, being a neat little addition to the experience, giving more strategies to battles. Natures also make an appearance, allowing you to min-max your Pokemon a lot easier. It's always really impressive to see all the things that people add to these older games, giving them the more modern experience with the classic style. So not only does it appeal to nostalgia, but also makes the games a lot better with the modern mechanics. Lastly, the Battle HUD itself looks really nice, closely matching the more modern style look, and also being smoother on the eyes. The hack also adds in a bunch of extra quality of life features to the game, like how TMs now acting as TRs where they can be used over and over again. Honestly a great addition since most TMs in Pokemon games, especially these early ones, are really good moves and you typically want a couple of your Pokemon to know them. While on the topic of TMs, the HMs within this demo don't have to be taught to be used. In fact, if a Pokemon is capable of learning an HM, they can use it out in the field freely without it taking up any move slots. Out of all the ways I've seen HMs being made less annoying, this and what Pokemon Solis does is probably some of the most unique ways to make them a lot more bearable. Lastly, there is a run button that exists and it's complete with an actual run animation. Most hacks don't really add an extra animation and just allow the sprite to move faster with a little bit tweaks to the feet movement. So this is honestly a neat little touch as well. There's also a good amount of extra activities the hack adds that you can freely enjoy at your leisure. Dungeons, events, and even little mini-games to enjoy whilst on your adventure are all spread throughout this demo, and are all really fun and entertaining. Some of them will even catch you for a surprise. One last thing I do want to talk about is that the music for the hack is all custom and original, and man did they do a really great job with these tracks. My personal favorite is the Wild Battle music. It's just so amazing and I had to jam to it when I first heard it. Take a listen. All the other themes are really good at setting the mood for each environment that they play in, as well as making the towns feel relaxing and cozy. All the other battle themes are also really good, like the gym leader and the trainer battle, but I just can't get over how good the wild battle theme is. I just had to keep listening to it over and over again. Even for a demo, there is a ton of content here to enjoy and experience, and I had loads of fun playing through it all. I hope Coral Dev continues to work on this hack, and that work on it goes smoothly. I completely understand that creating a ROM hack takes time, especially one of this caliber, so I'll be happy to wait patiently till the final product comes out. Because if the demo was this great, then I can trust that the final game will be even better. I highly recommend giving this demo a try. And if you already have, that's awesome, because I'll be waiting with you to see the final product. Meta, out.